Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to do the EVGA GTX 780 classified unboxing. This is an absolute monster of a card and is really geared for the enthusiast or hardcore overclocker. Let's get started and I'll point out some things and explain. Okay, let's freeze here. The 780 Classy comes with 3 gigs of RAM, which is the same as a vanilla 780. However, the 770 Classy comes with 4 gigs of RAM. Well, why did they do that? Apparently, this is a rule that NVIDIA set for their cards so that the brand customized 780s wouldn't compete or offset NVIDIA's flagship card, the Titan. Although the 770 Classy comes with a higher core clock, more memory, and higher memory speeds, it's not running on all cores, so its memory bandwidth and texture fill rate just can't keep up with the 780 Classy. Let's keep going. Just typical info on the box, you can find it online. Note about how EVGA's warranty works. Now let's check out the goodies. This is an 8-pin power adapter. If your power supply doesn't come with 8-pin connectors, you can use 2 6-pin cables with this adapter to create one 8-pin. So you would need 4 6-pin cables for that configuration. There are 2 adapters in the package to cover you. Warning not to burn yourself. Quickstart guide. Notice to update your motherboard BIOS. User guide. Drivers and software CD. You can throw that away, just download the latest from online. EVGA poster. Stickers. EVGA knows the typical buyer for this card wants aftermarket coolers on it and has included a protective film that go over the 14 power faces to prevent shortening. And lastly, a VGA adapter. And now time for this badass. I don't think even the video shows just how big this card really is. I mean, it is massively wide. Just look where the retention screws go on this thing. I even had to remove the side fan cowl on my half-X case for it to fit. We have dual DVI ports, HDMI port, and display port. I'd like to point out that you may run into trouble installing the card with these port covers in place, as they may hit the slots of the case. I had to remove them to get it in, but just as easily put them back on from the outside. Here we see the size of the ACX heatsink on this card. 2 8-pin connectors, EV bot port, and a Probit port. I forgot to point to it, but this is the BIOS selector switch. This card has 2 BIOS settings, one that's normal and one for overclocking. The card also comes with an SLI connector cover. Out of the box, the card has a really low idle speed, but when we put it under load, GPU boost kicks in. On my card, the card jumps up to 1136 MHz and 1149 millivolts, and that's under nearly full load on the GPU. There is a lot of room for overclocking on this card, but I'm going to hold off on that until I can throw this card underwater. One thing I'd like to mention is how quiet this card is. Even as the temperature rises and the fan speed increases, you can barely even hear this card. It's way quieter than my 570 ever was. To change the BIOS on the card, you need to turn off your computer, flip the switch, and turn it back on. Notice the light on the card will turn from green to red, or vice versa. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more as I have my water block coming and I'll show how to install one on your GPU.